The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final two bring us as we're off in Week 9?
Taking it about the 1. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he'll get 2, maybe 3 up near the 37. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
It's a pickup of 6.
The Vikings at 6-1 now through 7 weeks of the season. And they coming on a pretty good roll here. Winners of 3 straight.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it'll bring up a 2nd and short. Off the bootleg. Dawson. That's caught by the big tight end, T.J. Hockenson. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Give him 18 there and give the Vikings a first down.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. From the gun, he'll hand this off.
And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. The impressive opening drive continues and just space being created by those guys up front.
We're seeing this the same way, aren't we? We are seeing an offensive line as this game gets started, as it starts to unfold.
And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. A great effort there.
His 11th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Vikings will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight.
Extra point right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. So that drive goes 8 plays. And it ends with a 3-yard scoring run. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. So here are the Bears now for their opening drive. They will be led out by the Heisman Trophy winner from 2018 from Oklahoma, Baker Mayfield. They'll start on the ground with Montgomery. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
These two teams, you may remember, they met up at Soldier Field earlier this season with the Bears winning that one. So if they can win here in Minnesota, they get a sweep of the season series.
On 2nd and 9, Mayfield.
He'll get this underneath to Montgomery.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. First down for the Bears, a gain of 15. Running left, Montgomery. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. They'll keep pounding here with Montgomery. And give him about 5 as he gets this up to the 48-yard line.
This defense for the Vikings, they were terrific last week in the victory over Kansas City.
And one of the key things you always look for when you're evaluating a defense is how opportunistic are they? How many takeaways do they get per game? And how about last week's game? That number, 6. Absolutely phenomenal performance. They were on top of their game right from the first snap.
From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Up the middle, it's Montgomery. And he's able to carve out about 6 there, down to the 37.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
On 2nd down, Montgomery. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
On 3rd down, Mayfield. He rifles one that's intercepted.
And the Vikings are going to take possession of the football. And that's a ball that he is going to want to keep, his first career interception in the National Football League.
And I love what teams do when that happens. You bring the ball to the sideline, the equipment guy grabs it, he puts a piece of tape on it, writes on it so that you know what it is, and then they tuck it away so that you can have it for later and put it on your mantle. Pretty good deal for him right there. Now he's eager to get back out on the field and get his second one.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Operating from the gun, Dawson dancing to his left.
And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
He's got his man, T.J. Hockenson. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. 11 more on that one and another 1st down. They'll try to run this one in. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Minnesota. A great play there with his 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter.
And the Vikings are off to a 13-0 first quarter lead.
The extra point up and good. And it's now 14-0. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away.
And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt a return.
Chicago works their way back onto the field here for their 2nd drive of the game. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan, or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. To throw, Mayfield. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Montgomery. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8. Here's Mayfield.
Over the middle, and that's caught by Kmet.
And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. Throwing again on 2nd down. Mayfield.
That's into the hands of Donovan Peoples-Jones.
It's the first time that they've looked his way tonight, and he comes up with a 1st down on the play. Going up the gut, Montgomery. And good penetration here. He'll get this down only to about the 49-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Mayfield looks to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted.
Picked off by Lewis Seen.
And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Charles, it is pretty rare that we see a team build this kind of lead in the opening quarter. And, man, they seem to be clicking on all three phases right there. The defense doing its part with a pick six.
And it's absolutely been the definition of a start that you would pick for yourself and for your team, right? And I have a feeling that they just want to stay in this zone. What's truly incredible about this start is they can add on a couple more scores. This one could legitimately be over in the second quarter.
So how about this for a start? 21-0 here in the first as they kick this one away. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. The Chicago offense set to get started. And they had lost 2 in a row prior to getting the open week last weekend, so potentially a chance for them to get away for a bit, keel up, and come back strong.
That's what the hope is anyway, because you're going to find out now with your team, are you still focused on being the best you can be for the rest of the season with the things going the way they have earlier this year?
To throw again on second down. Mayfield flushed out right. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive continues. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now a give running left with Montgomery. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
40 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 47.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
Back to the ground, this time Montgomery. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. Again, they'll go ground with Montgomery. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play. Got to get to the 26 for a first. This is 3rd down. Mayfield down. And here's another interception, the 3rd of this first quarter.
And the Vikings are going to